space. So I decided to go to every single country to show everyone, to show you all how transparent we are, to become the number one company, not just in the affiliate space or not just in the mining space, but also the affiliate space of transparency. So first, we started in Asia, where I visited Cambodia, Thailand, the Philippines, and Vietnam. And here's our video of what happened, a quick recap. We had such great responses. It was just amazing. So that was our recap of Asia, and honestly, it was such great responses we had. I heard so much that this is the most transparent company in the last 15 years people have seen, which to me, that just blows my mind, right? Because I think honestly, transparency should be the bare minimum. But I'm happy to announce that we are the most transparent. So let's talk about Europe, where I visited Finland, Estonia, Norway, Germany, Belgium, Austria, Spain, and the responses were the same. You are the most transparent company. I have not seen a company show how much you're paying in electricity, how much you're making as a company, right? Our profit, signed contracts of our mining pools, what fees we actually pay, purchase orders of machines. We showed even where your network rewards are coming from because every number has something behind that. And we showed that directly in person. So we also released our multiplier, where instead of between 5 and 5.5% on average in monthly BTC, now with the multiplier, you are gaining 7.4 to 8.2% on average in Bitcoin. And a lot of people have purchased it a lot, and the mining results, since the past 80 days have been insane. We also announced our mega launch event where we've had a lot of people qualify, which was only 25,000 in business. And we are setting up a fantastic time for you guys. And let's look at these numbers, okay? These are how many purchases that has happened in HashNet. 4,225 in just 80 days since the launch of our pre-launch, since the start of our pre-launch. That means, and let me be very clear though, it's not machines, it's how many people have purchased hashing power. Because remember, we supply 4 machines, 4 algorithms, and we mine 6 different currencies. We're the only ones to do it, and we're the best at it. And 4,225 purchases is just absolutely amazing. Amazing numbers from you all. And this is just the beginning. 80 days. We partnered with Stripe, the world's largest payment gateway. How many companies can you say in 80 days achieve this? Please, someone tell me, because this was truly a phenomenal achievement, where now you could purchase with debit card and credit card. and even Apple Pay. I've acquired two companies with over 100,000 users added. Those two companies, one was in Europe and the other one was in Singapore. And I believe when we started, we were in 40 countries. Well, now people have bought mining machines from 131 countries in just 80 days. So that was my report card. That was my report card for just what we've achieved in the past 80 days. And I commit to you guys, I will continue to show you how fast we are growing. So expect these report cards to come often. It's like when, some of you guys have kids, they go to school and they always come home with a report card at the end of the semester. Well, I commit to doing the same to you guys. Because sometimes when you're really in it, you forget how much we've accomplished in such a short amount of time. So let's now talk about that was the past, but we're not going to dwell on the past. Yes, it's amazing, but we're not slowing down. In fact, we're going to get a lot faster and a lot more aggressive because there's so much more work to do. We are just starting. We are still in pre-launch. So what are the reasons for our fast growth? Let's get into it. Well, in 80 days, we distributed 26.87 Bitcoin. Let me say that again for everyone in the back. We have distributed 26.87% in Bitcoin. Like I said, we are the best on the market. The product speaks for itself. And our alpha engine helped us achieve this. Our proprietary AI tech. HashNet is the only mining company in the world to have this. And it switched and made us profit 1,468 times. That is the power of our alpha engine. And with our partnership with Stripe, you can now buy with Visa card, debit card, credit card, MasterCard, all the major payments. We are including bank transfer, but this is such an entry point. This is breaking down the barrier to entry into HashNet and Apple Pay. How many companies can you say that are in crypto can pay with your face? Apple Pay, just like how you go to any other store or restaurant, you could do this directly on your phone. Please tell me how many companies in the crypto space, in the affiliate space, have these abilities? Not many, or I don't think any. And with every purchase, we include an invoice. I'm going to pause here because now you can see what you own, exactly how much hashing power of each machine that you own. Why? Because we are the most compliant in this space. So for you in taxes, this is all very important for compliance. That's why we have expanded into 131 countries so quickly. Because when Mika comes around and all these companies are scrambling what to do, we've already figured it out. That doesn't affect us. So now we could build confidently and securely. And we've opened up our fourth mining facility. Fourth. Oh, so what I want to do here is show a little video about our fourth facility. Some of you may have seen this, but let's take a quick look again if you've seen it already.
Hey, HashNet fam. This is Ian Issa, your CEO and founder of HashNet here. So I have some pretty cool, amazing stuff I want to show you guys. Right here, we are at our new partner facility here in the UAE, where I will be showing you guys just a sneak peek of how quick we've expanded, how many machines we have just at this facility for retail, and how this whole process works. So right now, it kind of looks like a bit of a construction site, and that's because it is, because we are actively expanding and growing. And right now, they're actually putting in new tubings and digging craters under the ground for new piping. So the water that we pump out of the ground actually goes to cool these machines, our hydro machines. So this is actually the water filtration system. That's step one. Now, after the water gets filtered, it gets pumped under the ground to hydro machines. Well, then it gets cooled and the process repeats itself. So what I'm going to do is show you next is just some of our hydro machines so you guys could all see. Starting at one of our first containers. This here is some of our hydro machines that you can tell. Pretty amazing stuff. So in total, just for retail and just of these type of machines, we have 180 hydro machines just at this location, which is pretty impressive. Especially when you think we just opened retail on the 25th of March. So keep in mind, we have 2 other facilities for retail. We host your retail machines in Texas. We host your retail machines in Norway, and now here in the UAE. So thank you for coming on this quick tour with me. And always remember, keep building and happy mining, but mine what matters. So next time, guys, thank you.
So that was our UAE facility, the one that we are just opening. So all further expansion will happen in the UAE. Why? Because we've spoken about the contracts that we have, the great electricity rates that we get that we've negotiated. So that was just amazing to show you guys, and excuse me for my hair, it was really hot. It's really hot out here. But let's focus on the road ahead. So that, I've shown, what we've done in the 80 days. I've shown you for the reasons why we've expanded so quickly. Now it's time to focus on what's ahead. Because like I said, we are not slowing down. This is just the beginning. So as always, we are going to focus hard on expansion. And we are going to continue to be the most transparent company in this space. If you thought just my little tour of Europe and Asia was it, well, you have another thing coming. Because we will continue to be transparent, and we will continue to be the most legal and compliant crypto and affiliate in this space. It is extremely important for me personally, but for you guys and your teams. Something that I've noticed here is that, with this lack of transparency, maybe some of it had to come down to compliance. Well, since we are the most compliant, we do not have to worry about that. We are setting up this solid foundation to last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Because, like I said, this has just started for the past 80 days. Now, imagine how much we complete in the past 80 days. What about 8 months from now? 5 years from now? 10 years from now? Right? All while being the most transparent and the most compliant. So nothing will get in our way. So, in light of being transparent, we are fully separating the institutional side and the retail arm to focus fully on retail to continue to be the most transparent. This way, we could focus our resources into making sure everything is clear, everything is explained, and we could show everything that we have. And with that, our UAE entity will now handle all of our retail-related activities, including the expansion, including all of our machines being located here. All invoices for tax purposes, our compliance sector will be also located here in the UAE. So I know I might have jumped the gun a bit on here, but yes, a majority of our retail miners will all start to expand here in the UAE. Why? Well, I could personally show you guys. I've negotiated in these contracts to bring the top leaders here because look, at the end of the day, we give you everything you need to do on your own to verify in your back office. But because transparency is at the center of our core of HashNet, I've felt that it was so important to be able to have a facility, not just say, oh, our facility's here. It's over in the US, where a lot of people can't, really go to. I believed it was so important to be able to have a place where majority of the world could come and see, could touch the machine. Because I get it. Crypto already, you can't touch it. It's hard for people to grab that concept. But now with the physical devices where you could come and you could see your miners live in action,